Hey guys, how's it going? Cherry, no, I'm trying to sleep. Snick! Snick! That's no fun! I'm a little late for my migraine medicine, and my roommate, who usually gives me my medicine, is out of town for the weekend, so I'm trying to not think about how bad my head hurts, and for some reason I think playing a video game is a good way to not have a headache. Um, So that's what we're doing. I've got a super chaotic inventory. I'm honestly just like, I've just been like doing random stuff online lately, TBH. Um, finally musical performances to, oh, final music performances tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, go to bed. Nobody's stopping you. Don't let me hold you back. Blurg. Hi, Mr. E. How's it going? Um, how's the fork knife? The fork knife playing. Hey, what's up, Cherry? Hi, Biggie. Everybody, hello, everybody. Your stream stops me. Why? Here's a look at my sick armor. Isn't it cool? I know. Snick, don't look. Just you don't see that. You don't see that. Good. We just died. Oh, that's okay. I tried playing Fortnite once and it was really bad, and I crashed out. I'm not good at games. La 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 la. I have so many random because I've been chopping down cherry trees, and I feel bad killing the bees. How's the PC? Biggie, it works great when you actually use the most expensive part of it. Wouldn't you believe it? I'm watching Superstore. What's that? Is it? Hey, I know. Ugh, I have so much junk in my... Look at all these sticks from chopping down all the trees. Hold on. These are the best show. What's it about? Stored? These are my chests for materials I've been gathering for my mega base. But then I decided to go back and, a store? The best show? A store? Okay, I guess that was kind of a given. I'm sorry, Snick. Cherry! Moon! Hello! In case you missed it, I'm trying to distract myself. I've been sick, and also I'm overdue for my migraine shot. So we're playing Minecraft to not think about the headache. So instead of going to bed, I'm staring at a screen. I got a crossbow. There was a bunch of pillagers just in my barn. Where do I put it? These chests are so unorganized. It's not even funny. I have more sticks. Just in case you guys missed it, Hi, Snick, Locky, and Advent are also in my house. They're just visiting. Say hi. Hello, my name is Hyverus. Snick, say hi. My name's Snick, and I'm Canadian. Locky, say hi. What am I doing? Clover stream night. Locky, say hi. I don't remember. I'm Locky, and I build trees. This is Advent. I'm Advent. I'm made of cheese. Okay, that rhymed. I feel like I'm going crazy. This week felt so long, and I was literally only at work for, like, not that much time. I went home sick on Wednesday, and I went home early on Tuesday, and I went home early on Thursday, and somehow this week still felt never-ending. But it's finally Friday, and I have to go to a wedding tomorrow. Oh! Oh, I forgot I cracked a bunch of eggs, so there's actually a lot of little babies. My roommate's sister is getting married tomorrow, so I've got a wedding to attend tomorrow. Not gonna lie, not the biggest fan of weddings. They're kind of just awkward, because it's like, you go to a wedding, because you know the bride and or the groom, but you don't know the other 100-something people that are there. So especially when you're, like, under 21, and you're just, like, sitting there while everybody's spilling alcohol all over the dance floor, it's a little awkward. And they originally wanted me to help serve food, and apparently they wanted me to cut the cake, which I wasn't told about. She texted me one day, she's like, hey girl, wanna help serve food at my wedding? And I'm like, sure, why not? And then yesterday, I told her, I'm like, hey, I'm sick. I don't know if you really want me to be serving food because I've been coughing like crazy, which, longest I've gone all day without coughing is like 30 minutes. I'm doing pretty good. speaking of which, a store called Cloud9. It's a comedy show about the everyday work life of superstore workers. It's funny and a good watch. Great actors. Highly recommend. Slay. I'm watching New Girl right now, and I'm too scared to start any new shows, because if I watch too many shows at once, then I forget the plot and lose interest in one of them. So, but yeah, she asked me to just serve food at her wedding, and I said sure, why not? But I told her yesterday, like, I've been sick. I don't want to like accidentally cough on the food or something. Plus, I've got celiac, and I'm kind of nervous about handling food all night. Especially because I have a really bad habit. I tend to touch my face a lot, and I don't want to touch food and then touch my face on accident and then be anxious all night. But then she was like, well, it's fine. I can see if, like, the host couple, whatever that means, I can see if they can cut the cake. And I'm like, you wanted me to cut the cake? I was never made aware of that. Like, I was just gonna show up and she's gonna be like, cut the cake for me. What? I will do movie nights with you this time for you, like midnight for me, where we watch the show 100%. Let's do it. That sounds like fun. We should start doing Clover movie nights. All the Clovers get together. Somebody figure out a way to make everybody watch a movie together. Sounds like fun. Totally would work with all of our different time zones. It's 10:30-ish right here. It's 10:27, but about 10:30 here right now. But yeah, so I found out yesterday that I apparently was originally supposed to cut the cake at this wedding tomorrow, but I got out of it. So I'm still gonna go to the wedding because I like knew this girl I've known this girl for like over a decade, and like it's like my friend's sister. But movie in the Discord, exactly. We're gonna have Clover movie nights over Discord. That sounds honestly like fun. It's just me home tonight. My boyfriend is with his brothers because they're in town for a concert, so they're all at a concert for, like, the whole night. And then they're staying at an Airbnb, and I don't know why they didn't just stay at our house. They're like, well, because the movie venue, or the concert venue is so far away. Meanwhile, their Airbnb is down the street. Their Airbnb is across the street from where I used to work, and I'm like, that is literally down the street from our house. But anyways, let's see. I got the house all weekend. Fiance is house sitting. Ooh, my roommate and her boyfriend. So one of my roommates actually moved out quite literally today, except for like her big furniture. They're coming down to get next weekend. But so one of my roommates moved out today. And then my two roommates, because I have a roommate and her, so it's like me and my boyfriend, my roommate and her boyfriend, like we all live together. And my roommate and her boyfriend are at a rehearsal dinner for said wedding, and my boyfriend's at that concert. So it's just me and the cats tonight, because the dog's not here either. She took the dog up to her mom to hang out in the camper, so that they didn't have to worry about figuring out what to do with the dog tomorrow, since we'll all be at the wedding. So, alright, Snick says, warning, I may fall asleep, not because it's late, but I put this movie on as background noise while I sleep, so watching it puts my brain in sleep mode. That's so valid. I have had quite a bit of caffeine. Well, I guess not actually. I took some chai to work with me today because I've been trying to cut back on caffeine because I feel like it's not very good for my already like existing headaches to have a lot of caffeine and then therefore like get caffeine withdrawals and caffeine headaches. So I've been trying to cut back my caffeine. So instead of drinking an energy drink every day, I've started just taking chai, which has like 40 milligrams of caffeine instead of like 150 to 200. But that did not get me through the work day. So around 1:30, my boyfriend brought me an energy drink from 7 Brew. Don't know how much caffeine's in that, but it's an energy drink, so take that as you will. Because I opened the classroom today, because I work at a preschool, and I opened the classroom today, so I was there at 6 a.m., and then I'm like, my coworker was in a really bad mood, and she was like grumpy and sad, and I think she had some personal stuff going on, so I offered to also close the room, but ended up not needing to, because my coworker's like, actually, like, I need to get a ride home tonight, because I don't have my car right now, so, like, you can just go, and I'm good staying, because my ride won't even be here for, like, another 2 hours, and I'm like, oh, okay, so then I went home instead of closing, but I did mentally prepare myself to be there from 6 to 6 today. I'm really glad I didn't have to be. Nick says, I don't drink coffee, honestly. I've had maybe 5 sips of coffee total, not my thing. Nor tea, but energy drinks are great, not great for me, though. Yeah, I accidentally gave myself a caffeine addiction in 8th grade, and I've had migraines since about ninth grade. So take that as you will. Um, I'm really, really trying to get rid of my caffeine dependency. But, you know, I went from being a high school student who was also taking college classes and working 3 jobs to being a college student who was taking, you know, college classes and also working. And now I'm a full-time preschool teacher, and these kids got me stressed. So, yeah, I'm trying to wean off the caffeine. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to make it through the day. And I'm trying to make what I gotta do not be drinking an insane amount of caffeine. But I don't like eating snacks at work because, like, I don't like eating meals at work because I don't know, it just makes me feel like I need a nap. Like, I don't know. But I also, like, I don't like buying a bunch of snacks to take to work because I don't want to just snack all day, but, like, I end up just having, like, granola bars and, like, beef jerky, and my favorite snack right now is these, like, flavored, like, seasoned lentils. It sounds kind of gross, but I get these tomato basil ones, and they are literally so addicting. And, like, they're kind of healthy too because they're lentils, so they've got fiber and protein, and they're, like, good for you and whatever, and they're delicious, and they're not super expensive. Like, a big bag is like $7, which is, like, not too bad for how good they are. But I don't know, I'm just, like, literally rambling my little head off. Let's go sleep. I still have High's tools. I need to go fix up the axe. I'm currently technically in high school somehow. Got a full-time job plus 2 other volunteer gigs in a band, orchestra, and photography and sports, and this life's crazy. I get you. I need to pick up, like, another hobby or something, because low-key, I've been, like, feeling kind of sad about how, like, I low-key, like, never leave the house. All of my friends that I, like, talk to frequently are my Minecraft friends, because, like, I have, like, work friends, and I have, like, real-life friends, but it's so hard to make plans when you're an adult, because, like, I've got this girl that I work with, and we're, like, work besties, and we've been trying to, like, figure out a time to hang out, outside of work for forever now, and, like, we literally just have not had the same time, like, had time, so I'm like, what was I talking about? Don't go thrifting. No, that's the thing, Snick. I really want to go thrifting with this person. I would love to go thrifting with her. But I know, I told you, thrifting always sabotages my friendship somehow. Guys, this is lore that I only told Snick, but there was multiple people at a job I worked at once that I wanted to go thrifting with, and then I just never talked to them again. Like, it always happens to me. I just have a bad track record of making friends at work, and then they quit, and then I never see them again. But I will say, I followed one of my old coworkers on Instagram the other day, and she followed me back. Maybe she thought it was creepy and just said whatever and said it, like, you know, anyways. But she followed me back, and that means we're best friends. I think she got engaged, which is crazy because of some lore about her that I'm obviously not going to reveal. But, friends! I know, I need IRL friends. I just, like, don't know how to make friends, like, in real life when I just go to work and home. And not even school anymore, but even when I was in school, I was like, there was a club that I really wanted to join, but they only had club meetings during the hours that I worked, which was really unfortunate because this place that I worked at the time, you got your schedule in August, and it stayed that way every single week until December when a new semester started because it was associated with the college. So that was unfortunate. But then I babysat last week, and okay. So I work with this girl who has the exact same birthday as me, and she's really cool, and I want to be her friend, but we don't work in the same classroom. So I sent her a Facebook friend request like I'm an old person, and I just, like, smile at her in the hallway, and I'm like, obviously this means we're gonna be best friends because we have the same birthday, and she helped me get a babysitting job, and we're Facebook friends. This is like the consequence of growing up in a small town, where, like, you don't really get to fully choose your friends. It's just like you're friends with whoever's nice to you, and you're not friends with the people who are mean to you. And, like, I grew up in a really small town, and I had friends from, like, other towns, like, nearby, but, like, I don't know. I've just never got out much. I've always been antisocial, and I've been trying to improve that. I've been trying to get better at talking to adults and not just 3 to 5-year-olds, because most of my daily communication is with 3 to 5-year-olds, because, you know, I'm a preschool teacher. And I'm trying to get better at talking to actual adults. Like, when I'm talking to the parents, it's so awkward, so sometimes I just talk to the kid and hope the parent, like, I'll be like, oh, how was your weekend? The parent will be like, oh, it was good. And I'm like, and Snick says, me too. I have people who say I love you to me, and I still don't consider them friends because I'm worried they secretly hate me. No, that's so okay, but, like, there was, like, I don't know, maybe it's different because, like, growing up like a girl, like, I don't know. To be fair, I never ever need advice. Ask a 3 to 5-year-old; they will tell you the honest truth. I wore a baggy shirt today, and my kids kept telling me, your shirt's too big. And I'm like, yeah, I like it like that. And they were very upset about that answer. But they also don't like when I wear clothes that are my size, because they'll be like, why does your shirt fit like that? And I'm like, I don't know, why are you roasting me? Rude. So there's no winning when it comes to them, honestly. But one time, one of my preschoolers told me I had a cute nose, and I've been riding that high since 5 months ago when she said that to me. That is, like, the best compliment I have ever gotten from a child, because children are brutally honest. Kind of mean. Really mean. My kids are really mean. Oh my gosh. Snick, this is some, like, off-camera stuff I'll have to catch you up on, but, like, oh my gosh, there's been some crazy stuff happening at the daycare lately. These preschoolers are wild these days. It's actually crazy. Oh, the chick grew up and now it's a full chicken. Achoo! Oh my gosh, how did that happen? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who did that? Oh my gosh, I've chopped so much wood. I have so many saplings. I'm gonna go inside so we can sleep. But the meaner they are, the more they love you. They trust you to be mean to as a joke. Unless they just mean. No, like, some of them are, like, mean to me, like, genuinely. Like, one time a kid was just calling me insults multiple times. Like, there was one week where a kid that's not even in my classroom. It's just, like, my kids play with this class on the playground. This kid was just targeting one of my biggest insecurities multiple times a day, all week, and I'm like, I was literally crashing out. I'm like, what did I ever do to you? I don't even know you like that, for you to be doing all this. But, one sec. But, I don't even know what I was saying. But, no. Some of my kids I mean, like, they're just, like, mean to each other, mostly, is what I mean. Like, why are we beating each other up and dragging each other by the jacket hoods across the playground ground? Also, yeah, look how many saplings I have. It's insane. But, I don't know, guys. These kids are wild. Also, I killed a bee. I think my clarinet is, like, shifting my front teeth forward. I'm gonna need braces after this. Oh my gosh. Are you getting, like, the thing that kids get when they suck their thumb for too long and their teeth are, like, they have, like, that weird bite? What's that? I thought I heard a weird buzzing noise. Yes? Oh no. I honestly can't even lie. I really miss playing my clarinet sometimes. I remember when we had to do jazz band, my teacher was like, either you learn the saxophone or you have to sit all of class and teach yourself this song for the spring concert. And I'm like, well, actually, I would love to learn the drums. And she's like, no, I'm not teaching you drums unless you first learn how to play the saxophone. I'm like, well, I don't have any interest in playing the saxophone, so I guess I'm not learning drums. So. And then, fun fact, my mom dated her nephew, and it was, like, a whole thing, and it was kind of weird. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I actually should keep you because I'm going to need your children. That sounds really weird. I have a plan of something cute to do with the baby bobs. I swear I'm not going to torture baby llamas or something, like, crazy like that. I don't know. Nobody else's mind went there. I don't even know why I said all that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I'm on Clover lately, it just feels like, because I get on like the weirdest hours, and sometimes it feels like I'm just playing on a single player world. I like never see anybody. But I know everybody's been like super busy lately, so it's just been kind of tough. Guys, I'm so done with being sick. I've been sick all week, and I'm not having it. I never bite this hard on the clarinet, but it's super fast high notes for 7 to 8 minutes nonstop. Just nonstop, it's painful. That sounds interesting. I haven't played an instrument in years and years, because here's the thing. So, I had this whole situation in high school, in like middle school actually, I think it was like 9th grade, where the band teacher they hired turned out to be like a huge creep, and he had to get fired, and then I found out that he was using my clarinet for demonstrations for other classes, like other like class periods, and then not cleaning it afterwards. Like, first of all, using it at all is gross, even if he did clean it, because ew, like, don't put your mouth on my instrument, especially without asking me, especially without cleaning it, but like even like at all. And like, second of all, the fact that he was like a creep, didn't help. But yeah, I crashed out, never used my clarinet again after this. When I'm back, I'll destroy my sleep schedule and we shall gossip. I have some tea. Snake, you have no idea how much I have to catch you up on. Oh my gosh, how I've missed our chats. I had a crazy gossip sesh with Hi the other day. I was like recording and we were chatting, and he's like, wait, are you still recording? I'm like, yeah, let me end the recording before I have to cut out 3 hours of conversation that shouldn't be on camera. But not like it's like bad. It's just like we talked about like our personal lives kind of stuff. My mom keeps blowing up my phone every time that we have a timer on Snapchat, because my mom is obsessed with keeping Snapchat streaks. I could not care less. I haven't really worried about my Snapchat streaks since I was in, like, I don't know, my sophomore, junior year of high school. But my mom gets so mad if we have a timer, and I'm like, Mom, I'm at work and I can't use my phone. I've got to stay in ratio and pay attention to these children. And she's like, you never answer your Snapchats. And I'm like, Mom, you're 40. Why do you care if I answer your Snapchat? It's just, it cracks me up. My dad also gets offended if I lose our Snap streak. And I'm like, guys, you've got to have better things to do than worry about our Snap score, our Snap streak. What? Yes, Snap streak. I don't know. It's just really funny to me. So I'm like gathering materials for my mega base, right? And then I decided to go back and redo part of my mega base, because honestly, just a little treat for everybody who's viewing right now. I'm going to show you what I'm working on for my mega base, because this is just a live stream exclusive. So my mega base is literally going to be a giant tree. Let me show you. I've got multiple versions of it. It's really laggy because there's 2 ginormous trees and I'm streaming right now. But my best friends gave me his grandfather's clarinet, and my music teacher just gave me his old best friends who passed clarinet. I'm collecting dead old people's clarinets, and it's awesome but scary. Snake, I don't even know what to say to that. Bridge? No, this is not the bridge world. I don't think so, at least. No, this is not the bridge world. That's something for, I don't know. We need to do that eventually, whenever we're both having time. But this is, my mega base plan. This is a version where I was, like, testing out some texturing. Like, I think I was doing this by hand. We are so behind on that. I know. But I'm waiting, because, like, I have my Clover bridge planned out, and I want to do our bridge in the same episode I do the Clover bridge. I just want to make it, like, an episode of bridges. I don't know. But this is my mega base. Super cute from the front. And here's a version with texturing that I have only showed to Snick. But from the sides and the back, she's a little goofy. So I've been working on it to try and round it. Oh, gosh. It's honestly kind of atrocious from the back. It's got a bald spot. It's a little bald spot. And it's, I don't know, the shape of the leaves and the shape of the trunk from behind is just a little funky. So I think I might have to do something in the back, like how I have in the front. My house, so my base right now is this, right? This is like the house that I have like in the regular thing. It's a double crown. Whatever that means, okay. But this is the house that I live in right now, currently, like, on the server. Obviously it doesn't look the same, like, inside, but outside it's pretty much identical. Like, pretty much. Not, like, 1-to-1, but it's pretty much the same. But I'm building the tree like into the house, like slash the house into the tree. I don't know. I built the tree first and the house second. It's a little backwards, I know. For context, I have a double crown in my hair, and people mistake it for a bald spot. It's on both sides of my hair with hair swirls. I don't know what you mean for a double crown, but lately I found a patch in my boyfriend's hair where like if it sticks up, because if he sleeps on the wrong side, part of his hair sticks up, and I like to call it his feathers or his wings because it's kind of like a bird feathers. I don't know, and I've been making fun of him lately because when one part of it sticks up, it kind of looks like a bald spot just because of like the way his hair is parted, and I'm like, babe, you need to brush your hair. Your bald spot's out. He doesn't like when I say that, but I think it's kind of funny. So, but anyways, I built the tree before I built the house, and I think what honestly might help the back look better. First of all, I love how like you can see like the pitch of the leaves here. I hope you can understand what I'm saying, but like it goes up in like a triangle right here and kind of like in the same shape as the roof of the house right there. And I think if we could somewhat not mirror that, but do something similar on the back, it would be great. And I think one of the problems is that some of these spots just stick out so far, and they're just like, I don't know, it's just very awkwardly shaped in the back, and I need to figure out how to mirror it a little bit more and make it look kind of more like the front. But yeah, this is not a pretty view of it, but this from the front, it looks pretty good. Snick said he was a fan of the texturing on the leaves. Let me know what you guys think. But I think it turned out pretty cool. You can see where I was testing some brushes. From close up, I don't know how I feel about it, but from afar, it looks pretty cool. And I like that the glass is kind of windows, because here's like an idea that I've got. Inside of each of these, I kind of have an idea to do like subscriber rooms. So like people can comment and be like, ooh, like I want this room and decorate it like this. And then I could like put their username in it and be like so-and-so's room and maybe get like their mob head or like their player head for their skin. But these leaves, or like the glass in the leaves kind of acts as like windows, which is really cool. And then this one over here is, ooh, this one right here is where I want to put my enchanting room. No, not this one. Where am I? This one? It's one of the, is it this? It's this one. It's, no, wait, what? Higher up. It's this one? Guys, I'm turned brown. Wait. This one. It's this one. It's this one. It's this one. I swear. Yeah, yeah, I found it. I had like an idea to put my enchanting room here, and I think this looks super cute. You can tell that when I was doing texturing, some stuff got a little funky, a little messed up, because it did not look like this in here before. But yeah, something like roughly like this, and then all of these have like a way in. So like all of the little doorways to each of the little branches, all the little branches have their own little doorways. There we go. That's kind of what I was trying to say. And then I did originally plan on having a bedroom all the way at the top, but I have a bedroom in the house, so like I genuinely don't know anymore. Like I've never had a mega base before. I just have small houses, and then I build basements. I literally have a basement, like, on Clover, because I totally forgot that I was gonna kind of have, you know, an entire mega base to put all this stuff in, top room for me. You know what? My mega base is gonna be big enough that all the Clovers can have their own bedroom. Like, honestly. But I digress. Ah, I see. I looked at your DM Snick, at your Discord message about the double crown. sorry, I muted to cough and I forgot to unmute. So I've been talking this whole time. But, and now I have to cough again. Give me a second. Yeah, I've got wavy hair because both of my grandparents, like both of my grandmas have curly hair. My dad's mom had like super curly, like ginger hair. And I've got like wavy hair. Both my dad has like kind of curly hair, but he keeps it clean, like not clean shaved, but he keeps a buzz cut, so you can't really tell. But my mom has straight hair, and then I got kind of wavy hair. When I was little, I actually don't know my exact type. I think I have like 2A-ish, somewhere 2A or 2B, I think. I don't remember. But sometimes it doesn't dry nice. Sometimes it dries like super nice and wavy, and sometimes it's not really wavy and it's just poofy. I don't know. It never really does what I want, but I've been trying to take better care of my hair in general because I've been dyeing my hair since I was in like 5th grade. I'm not joking. In 5th grade, I had blue hair and it turned green because I dyed it with splat. And then I went swimming in a lot of chlorine water, which made my hair turn like a greenish color. It's quite literally the song. It's like, dyed your hair blue, it came out as C6 sorted green. That's literally me in 5th grade. Like, literally. Which honestly is kind of iconic. In high school, I had red hair, like red, not like ginger, but like red, like vibrant, bright red. I had purple hair, I had purple stripes, I had purple ends, I had pink stripes. One time, my natural hair color is like, it's like a dirty blonde, like almost more of like a light brunette than like a dark blonde, honestly. Like, I was a really blonde kid, but, I don't know, my hair's been dyed kind of accidentally ginger since I was like a junior in high school, because I tried to dye it a purplish red and it came out ginger, and I tried to dye it like a nice like cherry cola color and it also just came out ginger. I honestly feel like maybe I'm just destined to be a ginger. I don't know, maybe it's my destiny, because some people, I've had a lot of people tell me that I looked really good with the ginger hair, and I don't know how to feel about that because I never foresaw myself becoming a ginger. But I don't know. I honestly would love to bring back the super colorful dye hair. But anyways, my natural hair color, I then put pink stripes and purple stripes at the same time. And I literally looked like, you know those like jars of like the peanut butter and jelly that's like the peanut butter jelly swirled stuff that's just like, it just like doesn't work and it just kind of all mixes together. I never had it growing up. We didn't buy that stuff, but I've seen it. And that's what my hair looked like. I kind of messed with it, honestly. I would love to go for, like, a calico hair kind of vibe now, but I don't even like paying for haircuts, much less paying to get my hair dyed, but I did a really, really poor job of dyeing my own hair. Like, it's so patchy, it's not even funny. Like, there's an entire chunk on the side of my head that just doesn't have any dye on it, like, at all. It's actually kind of really funny. I'm gonna sleep and then fly to B and Lucy's to try and fix up the axe before I accidentally break High's like super good axe. See, I got medium length hair, so the sides and the front get super curly, but the top is too heavy and it's like flat. Yeah, I get that. My hair, like, sometimes it's like super flat and like not really any texture, and sometimes it's like super voluminous and wavy. I don't know. It does what it wants. It's not up to me. It's out of my control. But, you know, it's alright. Let's see. Let's put some of this stuff away. Cluttering up my inventory. Put you over here, make more room for the cherry. I'll just throw the saplings in here for now, and I'll move them later. So many sticks. I got more chicken, more feathers. I'm, like, honestly probably good on food for a while. I was accidentally muted again. I just did all that showing off my new skin, and I was... Oh, I'm so bad at streaming and content creation. It's alright, we're here for a fun time, not a well done time. I don't know what I'm saying. Honestly, I will say, this has done a pretty good job of making me not think about my headache. Like, I'm actually pretty chillin'. Okay, sometimes I feel like 1 to 2 rockets gets me super far, and sometimes I feel like it takes me like 5 to get over here, and I don't know if it's user error, or, I don't know, blame it on the wind that totally exists in Minecraft. Whee! Splash! I should definitely stream Loftia again soon, which is, to anybody who's just here for the Minecraft content, Loftia is just like a new, like, cozy multiplayer game that I'm, like, in the partner program for, but it's super tutorial-y, so I've been having a kind of hard time, enjoying playing it, especially for stream, because it's just like, oh, here's our next task, oh, here's our next task, oh, here's our next task, and it just feels really repetitive. So, I don't know. Yeah, you definitely have, like, wavy to curly-ish hair. I don't know. I feel like it's harder figuring out your hair type when it's short like that, because, like, you can't really see as defined of a, like, pattern, like, defined of, like, a texture like that. It was meh that day, but an idea close to how it is, but slightly shorter. I don't know if I have any pictures of my hair. Most of the pictures I have, because, I mean, I know you have my personal social media, Snick, but most of the pictures that I post on those kind of places are, like, me with straightened hair. Let's see if there's a picture I have of me from the last, like, year that isn't with me and one of my preschoolers. My camera roll is just pictures of flowers, pictures of my kids, and pictures of my cat. It's really funny. Let's see. Not that this matters right now, but that's what we're doing. I'm just waiting for the zombies to spawn in, because it's so satisfying when you get a bunch of them at the same time. Maybe I'm just weird, but I don't know. Honestly, shout out again to Hi for letting me use his tools for so long. It's genuinely been so clutch. I literally, like, cannot believe I was just making a bunch of iron tools and using them till they broke and then rinse and repeat. And, like, was just, like, fine with that. Like, that's crazy to think about now that I've been using actually good quality tools for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Why do I only take pictures of myself when I've straightened my hair? It's actually crazy. And you know what's funny? Is tomorrow I'm straightening my hair, and I'll probably take pictures tomorrow. Because, I mean, I'm going to a wedding. And guys, I was crashing out for so long because I'm like, I have literally nothing to wear to this wedding. Because I don't have, like, dresses and stuff. I hate buying dresses. Like, I think the idea of wearing dresses is super fun. But, I don't know. I hate buying dresses. I hate trying on clothes. Like, I love the idea of shopping and trying on clothes, but I hate actually doing it. It's so stressful. I hate shopping for jeans. I hate shopping for dresses. It's just, like, too much. I can't take it. But I found this super cute dress online. Ordered it in a size that I thought would fit based off the size chart, and it was way too big, but unfortunately so cute, and they didn't have the same color that I wanted, the same, like, color and pattern that I wanted, in a size down. So I just returned it, and then luckily I found something shoved way in the back of my closet, that I figured would work, and I wore it, for graduation, not for, like, my high school graduation, but for graduation parties that happened, like, the same weekend. And I bought it for my senior pictures. It was, like, it's this, like, green romper. It doesn't fit me the best anymore, but it still fits me. Like, it still fits comfortably, because it's, like, stretchy and it's, like, adjustable. So, yeah, it works. It does the job. And I didn't have to buy a new one. I returned the other one that didn't fit, and then I bought, actually, after I got that first one, I bought a different one. Also didn't fit. It was also too big. I have size blindness when it comes to clothing shopping. Either everything I buy is too small or too big. Like, I think I said this earlier, but I wore a super baggy t-shirt today because I wanted to be comfy, so I just wore a baggy t-shirt and leggings. And my kids were very upset that my shirt was, quote, too big. Snick says, I hate suits, they all look the same to me. Yeah, like, I feel like suits, it's like prom in high school. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was still muted. I keep muting to call. I was saying, like, prom in high school, it was like girls getting to pick out, like, super fun, cool dresses. I know, it's hard to tell if it's on purpose or not. I keep coughing and then forgetting to unmute after I'm done coughing. But, like, one of my favorite parts of high school was like prom dress shopping, because it's like I did say, like, I hate dress shopping, but prom dress shopping is like whole different field. Like, that is like genuinely so much fun. And it's like the girls all have like their fun, unique, sparkly, colorful, cool texture, cool pattern prom dresses, and then all the guys are in like the same suit. Some of them wearing black suits and some of them wearing navy suits and occasionally a gray suit, and they all have different colored ties or bow ties. You know, like, I don't know, it just wasn't as exciting. I don't know. But I digress. I don't know. I will say I honestly loved all of my prom dresses in high school. Like, every time like prom season rolls around, it's like the only thing I miss about high school, honestly. Because prom was always fun for me because I went to a small school. So it's like we all just danced together, and there was like this one girl in my class who, like, even when we weren't like that close, like we weren't like close, but like she always made sure I had fun at the school dances. Like, if she saw me alone, she's like, no, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna dance with me. And like, I appreciate the heck out of her for that, because it definitely made my proms, like my dances, more memorable. Like Sebastian costume from the Little Mermaid musical. Oh, slay! I love that for you. I almost keep putting my test plate in there. That would not be good. My roommate is texting me. What is she? She's typing. I'll answer that later. Well, she's typing. She didn't send me a message. Because for some reason we only communicate over Snapchat, even though I never answer my Snapchats. But yeah, I knew some guys in high school that wore some pretty cool suits for prom, though. Like, one guy I know wore like a zebra print one. There was like a guy in a cheetah print one that wore like a tropical pattern. It was pretty cool, and like, I so much respect for them for doing that, because it was so cool to see something that wasn't just like the same basic suit. Like, I knew so many guys that wore the exact same suit, because we were in a small town, so everybody went to like the same 3 places to get their formal wear. But my sophomore year, I went with I had a coworker. She was a senior, and she didn't want to go alone, so she asked if I would go with her, just so she like didn't have to walk alone and stuff, because nobody wants to like walk out alone, you know. So I went with her, and we don't really talk anymore. She was like mad at me the whole night because she kept texting her mom being like, she's dancing with her friends instead of sitting and talking to me. I'm like, well, yeah, girl, it's a school dance. I'm gonna dance in my $500 dress that I bought. But my freshman year, I wore this like really cool black dress, or not my freshman year, my sophomore year, I wore this like black dress with like a huge skirt full of like layers, and had like gold sparkles, and it had like a corset top. Kind of scandalous for being 15, but I don't even care, because it was like genuinely one of the most beautiful things I've ever worn. And then my junior year, I kind of hated it in the moment, because I actually wore a tight dress my junior year, because it was like super pretty, and it was like, way out of my comfort zone, but I wanted something green and I knew I wanted green. And this was like the only dress I found that I didn't hate. And like in the moment I hated it, but looking back at the pictures, I'm like, I look good. I don't know what I was upset about, but it was like green and it had like lacy sleeves. And it was, I don't know, it was really pretty. And then my senior year, I wore this like blue sparkly dress with like layers. I don't know, blue, not really my color, but it was like the prettiest dress ever. So it's fine. I will say though, honestly, I think my sophomore year dress was my best, which sucks because that was my first prom. But, I don't know, it was fun no matter what, and most of my dresses had pockets, so, you know. And my sophomore year dress had pockets, and the girl I went with, because the girl I went with my sophomore year wanted me to hold her car keys in the pocket of my big ball gown. And she's like, well, like, when we walk, just, like, make sure that, like, they're not poking out so people can't see the keys. I'm like, or you could just put the keys in the locker room. Because our dance was just in our gym, which was next to our locker rooms where we could put our stuff. But I don't know. Snake says, I've never gone to a prom, and it was, prom. I was the only person without a date out of my friends, and it was too awkward. My sophomore year, I went with, that friend, and then my junior year, I went with the girl I was friends with at the time, not friends anymore, hashtag, had a falling out, but my junior year, I worked with this boy who kept coming up to me, he's going, like, oh, I really wish I had a date for prom, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks, maybe you should, like, ask somebody, and then an older guy that we worked with, like, he was, like, one of our managers, he's like, why don't you ask him to go to prom with you? Like, it seems like he wants you to. I'm like, well, because he can ask me to if he wants me to. I'm not gonna ask him to go to prom with me just because we work together and he wants to go to prom with somebody. Like, if he wants to go to prom with me, he can ask. And I probably would have said yes, because, like, why not? But I ended up just going with one of my friends. And because she didn't have a date either. And then my senior year, I was dating my boyfriend by then, so we went together. And I had to go to his prom, which sucked and was super awkward. And we didn't do much. But at my prom, I had a lot of fun. He kind of just sat there, kind of awkwardly, because he's not much of a socializer, especially around, like, people he doesn't know. Which, like, I understood. He kind of just sat there and talked to, like, some of the people that he did know that were there. And I danced with my friends, and it was a lot of fun. So. My axe is fully healed. I'm just gonna get this sword back up. What? I never oh my gosh, I've been streaming for an hour! I'm a very shy person, IRL, until I know someone well. Yeah, I get that. Like, I like I said, I grew up in a really small town, like, 800 people kind of small, and, like, the guy that, like, I was talking about, like, the coworker, it's not like he was just, like, some random guy. We, like, grew up in, like, the same, like, he was one grade above me, so, like, I knew him for a long time, we worked together, and, like, we were friends, kind of, outside of work. He asked to hang out a couple times, but I always said no. Oops. I wasn't a very social person. But, yeah, it wasn't like he was just, like, some random guy, but also, like, what do I look like asking him to go to prom with me? That's weird. Anywho. Alright, let's get out of here and go talk some more trees. I struggle with calling someone a friend until they clearly state we are friends. I know, me too. I totally get that. Because I'm like, what if I call somebody a friend and then they're like, what? No, we're not. I don't even know you like that. I almost just hit the wall. But yeah, I don't know. I think I was trying to say this earlier and then totally forgot my point. But I knew, like, girls in high school, I would, like, I don't know, like, lend them a pencil or something and be like, oh my god, I literally love you. And I'm like, haha, yeah. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna say that I love you because, like, I don't. And maybe it's because I'm a little on the spectrum. Not, like, officially diagnosed, but my doctor did tell me, I said, do you think I'm autistic? And she said, yeah. Duh. And I was like, did you want to think about that? And she goes, no. Not really. I'm like, okay. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not gonna tell somebody I love you if I don't even know you like that. Like, Maybe that's normal. I don't know, but I'm not just gonna walk up to a random person and who, like, slightly, like, did something to make me happy, be like, love you. 'Cause I don't know, that's just weird to me. I don't know. Like I said, some have said they love me, and I still don't know because they haven't said we friends yet. No, that's so valid. Like, I need things very clearly stated, because I don't want to, like, misconstrue things. And, like, sometimes I hate when I'm saying something and people, like, misinterpret it. Like, I was telling Hy the other day about how, like, Nick, you and me have each other's, like, personal socials, and he's like, well, do you, like, if you want mine, you can have it. And I'm like, no, I didn't mean that in, like, I want you to give me your personal socials. I was just, like, telling you a story. But I mean, if you want to, I don't care. But, like, I don't feel like you have to just because I was telling you that story. I don't know. I'm so bad at, like, communicating with people like a normal person, even when they are my friends. Like, I guess, like, also, like, even, like, just on Clovercraft, I'm like, I mean, yeah, I can call these people my friends, but what if they don't think I'm their friend? What if they don't think I'm their friend? What if we're not tight like that? I think I also just get in my head a lot too much. I didn't think, my mom always, like, filled out on forms growing up that I had anxiety, and I didn't think that I actually had anxiety until I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers who's 26, and we're buddies, and she was like, I think you need to, like, go, like, get on some anxiety meds. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, no, it sounds like you have, like, crippling anxiety, and it's, like, low-key, like, impacting your life. And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. We vibing, I don't know. See, Cherry, we besties. Yes, Snick, we're besties. For sure. There are 4 friends I say I love you to, and one's a girl, and people always ask me if I'm dating, and I'm like, girl, no. I mean, I genuinely, like, I have this friend who is a boy that, like, I went to high school with, and, like, genuinely, like, we're just tight like that. Like, I think we've said, like, that we love each other, like, maybe, like, a couple times, and it was just, like, in, like, emotional moments where it's, like, helping each other through, like, hard times, or, like, I know, like, let's see, like, we both, like, we had, like, some similar experiences, like, growing up, and, like, we were both, like, weird kids, so we, like, just, like, relate on a lot of things, and it's, like, one of those things where it's, like, no, it's never, like that, but, like, I don't know, it's not weird to say I love you to your friends just because, like, opposite genders, you know? I don't know why people, like, think that it's weird. I mean, like, I don't really talk to this guy that much anymore, but it's, like, still somebody that, like, I know I can always turn to, like, if I need to, and, like, vice versa. Just because we go to different colleges, so, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm on the spectrum, lol. My teachers have asked me, but it's possible, lol. I actually was having a conversation with one of my higher-ups at my last job, and she literally stopped me mid-conversation to ask if I'm on the spectrum. And I'm just like, I don't know. Because it was just, like, a conversation about me telling her about, like, my mental process behind, like, picking out my earrings to go with each outfit, because I have this shirt that I always either wear my orange slice earrings with or my frog earrings with. And I was, like, explaining to her that, and, like, how I make the bracelet, because I like to make bracelets to match with my outfits, but I don't really wear them anymore because I have a lot of, like chronic pain problems, and bracelets sit on, I mean, like, one of my, like, my wrists and my shoulders are some of, like, my biggest, like, flare-up points of my body, so, like, it hurts to, like, wear bracelets and stuff for long periods of time. Like, I have an Apple Watch, but I can't wear it for most of the day, otherwise, like, I kind of, like, get, like, a flare-up, and it hurts, and, like, my wrists, like, swell, and it's just, like, very uncomfortable. But I was, like, telling her about that, and she literally stopped me in mid-conversation to ask if I was on the spectrum, and I was like, oh, Terry! Moon! Hi, Moon! Hi, Moon. That's funny. I don't... I muted to cough and forgot to unmute once again. But anyways, I was saying, that higher up of mine, she just stopped me mid-conversation to ask if I'm on the spectrum, and I've had a couple other people ask as well. And I took Rue sent that, like, more professional autism testing, and I took it, and I got a 192. Take that as you will. And then all my roommates took it. because we're like, oh my gosh, roommate hangout. Anyways, I was saying, Moon, how did your stream go? Sorry that I, was muted. I don't know what parts I was muted for, because I keep pressing the mute button to cough, and then forgetting that I pressed the mute button because I have the memory of a goldfish. 6 views. Oh my gosh, that's the most I've ever had on YouTube at once. It's a little intimidating. How's everybody's night going? Happy Friday. I'm super excited for the weekend. I feel like this week was so long for some reason. I don't know, but I'm excited for it to be Saturday tomorrow, but it's still gonna be a long day tomorrow because I gotta go to a wedding tomorrow. And one of my daycare kiddos wants me to come to her birthday party tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't know if I can swing it. And she was like, so I told her, have a good birthday party, and she goes, thanks, I hope you have a good wedding. And I'm like, well, it's not my wedding, I'm just going to a wedding. And she goes, oh, well, have a good wedding. And I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, no, I get you. Let's see. I'm streaming from Clovercraft tomorrow. Oh, heck yeah. After I go to that wedding, hopefully I'm not going to be there for too long. I'm not a big weddings person. They drain my social battery. I don't like being around too many people that I don't know for very long. Otherwise, it's just like, bleh. So I might also be on tomorrow, either to stream or record, or maybe I'll have to do some editing tomorrow. I don't know, but I mostly finished recording episode 9 the other day, which is super chill and fun and awesome. Let's see. I just realized 3/4 of my friends that I say I love you to, I may never see again after this year. Why is that? I mean, I guess, like, I had a friend, like, my friend, like, my one, like, my best guy friend, I guess I'd say, we, like, go to different colleges, so we don't, like, talk much, and honestly, I don't know if we've seen each other since we moved, but we still have, like, each other, like, on social media and, like, phone numbers, and we still chat occasionally. Terry, you're invited to my wedding if it ever happens. Guys, you're all invited. All of the Clovers will be invited to my wedding when the day comes. Even if you can't make it, you'll still be invited. I was actually, like, thinking earlier, I'm like, who... Oh, I can't be around for people I don't know for too long as well. Yeah, for sure. I just get drained so fast. Me and Haya were like, oh my gosh, let's have a Clover meetup. And then I'm like, but actually, like, I feel like talking to you guys, like, over Discord and over, like, voice chat is one thing, but I feel like I would just get so awkward in person. Like, I don't even know what it would be like. But yeah, all the Clovers would be invited to my wedding, which will probably happen, I don't know, within the next 5-ish years. I don't know. My boyfriend and I have been together for a couple years. And, like, hopefully we'll be engaged in the next few years. I don't know how long it'll be till a wedding happens. Probably a hot minute, but, I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, I don't even know who, like, my maid of honor is gonna be, because, like, my, best friend, like, the person I'd consider my best friend, I've actually never met in real life, because I've had, like, this online best friend for years. I used to stream with this person, Vic. Doesn't stream anymore, but a couple times, like, we streamed together, and they're my best friend, and I'm like, but they live 700 miles away from me, so, like, realistically, having them be my maid of honor just wouldn't work. So I'm like, who's gonna be my maid of honor? Who am I gonna have as a bridesmaid, you know? And Snick as my maid of honor. Yes, Snick, you can plan my bachelorette trip and everything. You can plan all my wedding stuff. Let's see. God, I'd see y'all and walk away because too many people I haven't seen in person, too much for my brain. Literally. We would all be awkward and weird at first we met IRL. I'm awkward till I warm up some at first. Snick will be there and take the role. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, it's so funny because some of our Clovers, like, B-Man is older than my mom, and then there's Biggie, who's, like, younger, and, like, Snick, who's on the younger side, and, like, because, like, we have such, like, a wide range of, like, ages and, like, people, that it would just be so funny to see how we would all interact IRL, because it's, like I said, there's people older than my mom, and there's people my brother's age. Which, it's just so funny to think about, because, like, our dynamic works so well, but just, like, imagining it in real life, I don't know, it just kind of cracks me up to think about. Older than my mom is a bar. Sorry, no offense to B-Man, I just have a really young mom. Not, like, really young, but, like, I'm pretty young, like, young for, like, my age, you know? Like, I have, like, coworkers who are like, my parents are in their 70s, and I'm like, my grandparents aren't even in their 70s. Like, my great-grandparents are in their 80s, but my grandparents are in their 60s. My parents are both in their 40s. So, I've been told I look 30 and 15 within the same day. It's common for me. It's odd. I feel like you look your age, Snick. As somebody who has seen your face, I feel like you look your age. I don't know. I don't know. I've never really had people guess my age except for my preschoolers, and they're 3, so they look at me as somebody who's older than them, but they don't see me as an adult like their parents. So they think that I have to ask my mom and dad permissions. What you see in Snick's face, no fair. I've seen High's face. I've seen High's face and Snick's face. I follow them both on Instagram, on like our personal accounts, which is really funny. Cherry's my bestie. Yeah, me and Snick, we're like this. We became besties overnight somehow, and Snick Loki knows more about me than some people I've grown up with. Not literally, but like almost. What? Yeah, it just happened. I don't know. Me and Snick were chatting one night, and then I was telling Hi about how me and Snick have each other on Instagram, and Hi's like, do you want mine? And I'm like, sure. Hashtag face reveal, hashtag name reveal. It's kind of funny. And they're both on my Instagram close friends. I'm one half of the Hi duo and have never seen Hi's face. I don't know if many of the Clovers have. Hi's like, I'm a very private person, so I don't like my face, so I hide it. Yeah, I have been like kind of I gained a lot of weight last summer, and I kind of just like steadied out after gaining weight. But I've been like working out and eating healthier, and I still haven't lost the weight, so I've kind of just been like kind of become more secure in that, and so like I low-key like am convinced that my face looks a million times different, but I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't really care if people don't know what I look like. Like, I think there's a video on my channel with my face in it, but I just like don't go out of my way to show people, you know? Like, I don't really care, but also like I don't know. I don't care enough to like show people, but I don't care if they do see. Does that make sense? I don't know. Does Hi sounds look how he sounds 1,000,000%, and he has like the exact kind of name that you would expect. Like, it's I took a guess, and he was like, that's actually pretty close. Like, not like it's like a similar name, but like you're kind of ballpark in the right vibe. Yes, Hi looks how he sounds. Like, genuinely, I love putting a face with a name. Love your face, gotta love yourself. See, my thing is, like, I just look a lot like my dad, and it's kind of hard for me to accept the fact that I literally just am my dad without a beard and 2 inches taller. Yes, I am 2 inches taller than my dad. My dad is a very short man, and we love him. Yeah, I've been on this eating clean kick ever since that personal stuff happened. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I've been trying to just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love me a good snack now and then, but I'm trying to like, I ate a lot of candy growing up, because I would, like, come home, and my mom would just be like, here, I got you a king-size chocolate bar, and I'd be like, okay, this is normal to eat before dinner, and, it took me a long time to get out of that mindset, and now I, like, eat a lot more healthy snacks and, like, crave them. Like, I crave my healthier snacks, and I, like, crave fruit, which is, like, awesome, because, like, that's what I want to be eating, you know? Terry and Biggie, I think, the only ones who have seen my face. I could be wrong. I think I know what all of the Clovers look like. I think I've seen all the Clovers' faces. And I know most of the Clovers' names. Which is fun. I love, like, not that, like, obviously I'm not saying, like, oh, I need to know what my friends look like. But it is fun to, like, picture what somebody looks like after meeting them, and then like finally see their face and be like, yep, that's actually exactly what I thought you would look like. Like, that's how I kind of feel about like all the Clovers. Like, yeah, that's actually like exactly what I expected them to look like. I have stream VODs on Cherry, just trustworthy. I know, I'm just trustworthy like that, you know. I have stream VODs on my channel. Yes, that's how I've seen your face. I have one Sims Creative Sim video, with my face in it, and my camera quality and like the lighting is bad, so I look a little chopped, but I I posted it, you know? And so my one roommate moved out, and she's coming to get her, like, bed and dresser and all that furniture next week when she can get, like, a bigger vehicle. And after she does that, my boyfriend's going to move his, like, gaming stuff into that room so that I can, like, stream and stuff and record and stuff more in here. And I think once that happens and we rearrange our room a little bit so I have, like, a better background, I plan to, like, maybe start doing streams with Facecam. So hopefully that'll happen, because it's like I don't like mind showing my face. I just like don't like my background. Honestly, that's like my main thing. Because my background right now is like really messy because it faces my bookshelf, which is very cluttered. I'm a very cluttered person, but it's okay. Cherry gets why I don't like my face. Not that it's ugly, she just knows what I dislike about it. Yes, we did have a conversation about that. So I do remember that. But yeah, I literally have gotten so much done today. I've literally just been yapping and chopping trees, and it goes so much faster than when you're listening to music or watching YouTube. I like to watch commentary when I'm like doing off-camera stuff. For a while it was like entire history of My Little Pony stuff for some reason, and lately I watched two 4-hour videos and a 5-hour video. So a lot of hours of videos about the entire history of the AFMAO cinematic universe. For some reason, that's what I watched while I've been like chopping trees down and terraforming and stuff. I can show you a way to have your webcam not show the background. Honestly, I'm just gonna probably wait. Like, that, I do appreciate the offer, but I think I'm just going to like rearrange my room. And if after I rearrange my room, the background is still not great, I'll probably take you up on that and ask for a tutorial. So, I recently saw Project Hail Mary and it gave me an emotional whiplash. What is that? There's a lot. Is that like a movie that is coming out? I don't know. Enlighten me. I think though, like, the movie, and book, what's it about? Honestly, I love watching movies I love movies way more than I watch movies. Like, I love the idea of watching movies, but I don't really like watching movies at home. I like going to the theater. I think the last time I went to the theaters was to see Iron Lung. You guys just, like, saying the same thing. Ryan Gosling in space. Oh, cool. Very cool. But yeah, the last movie I saw was Iron Lung. 10 out of 10. I need to watch it again because after like the behind the scenes stuff came out, like, it's in theaters. Okay, slay. I might have to see it. I've been trying to save money because I was supposed to go to California in May, but I don't think at the end of this month, I guess. But I don't think we're going anymore, and so I'm like not sure if I'm gonna take the day, if I'm just gonna like take the days off and still go somewhere, or if I'm just gonna like untake the time off and like work. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. 95% score. I haven't seen Iron Lung. Oh, it's so good. I think it's getting put on YouTube. So if we can screen share that, I will buy it and we can watch it over Discord together. Capiche? If it works. I don't know. But I saw like the behind the scenes stuff from like the makeup artists, and it's just so many cool details I missed the first watch, especially with like how dark it was. But I don't know. Big fan. I love the movie theaters though. It's just genuinely like such a better vibe. Like I mean, like, yeah, like I like a good movie night at home sometimes, but I also enjoy the theaters, like, especially because it's just a fun experience. Well, bye guys, gotta go. Have a great night and rest of the stream. Bye Moon, thanks for chatting. It was good to talk to you. Hopefully I see you online sometime. Thanks for the netherite upgrade thing also. But yeah, I don't know. My boyfriend really wants to see the biopic. I can't remember which way it's pronounced, of the Michael Jackson movie. There we go. Because he was like a big Michael Jackson fan growing up, but I've just never been a fan of those kinds of movies. So I don't really want to go watch it, but if he asks a couple more times, I might give in. Or we'll just wait till it comes out on something and then he'll watch it. I don't know. Or he could go see it with his brothers because they're in town for the whole weekend, but I don't know. Whatever he does. Ooh, speaking of Clover stuff, just in general, not that we were really speaking of it, but I did think of it. Snick, when will you be online again? Like, when are you gonna, like, have more, like, availability? Cherry, if we ever meet in person, me and you need to go see a movie for real, rent out a theater, and bring friends. Clover, hang out at the movie theaters. Guys, I live right next to the movie theater. I'm actually in walking distance of a movie theater. One day, my boyfriend and I, next Saturday, I hope, yay! I've missed my Snick time online. I've honestly just missed chatting with anybody online. I talked with Advent the other day, and he let me kill him for his head, and it was funny and silly and cool. But yeah, we will watch Clover vids in a theater. Cherry is crafty on the big screen. I can see it now. When they make Minecraft movie number 7, maybe the Clovers will be on there instead of Dan TDM and Mumbo Jumbo and Lizzie and Afmao. You know, because obviously they're making 7 of those. I don't know why 7 is the number I chose. It just is. My big video plan for end of season 1. Like is what we're watching in theaters? Is that what you're saying? Because I love it. It's rent out a theater. Specifically the one that's within walking distance of my house, obviously. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I had an idea. I was thinking about doing an episode dedicated to building a cherry tree farm, since I need so much cherry wood, but honestly, the amount of time it would take me to gather materials and build for that is about the amount of time it's been taking me to chop down trees. So, I don't even know if it's worth it right now. Maybe in the future if I keep doing, like, big projects, but I don't know. It's gonna be a movie, so why not make it a movie premiere? Heck yeah. First we gotta get a couple of us monetized so we can afford to rent out a theater. But I like the big dreamin'. Keep it up. I literally am so tired of being sick. That's the super, super fun part about working with kids, is I'm literally always sick. And growing up, I quite literally, like, always had, sinus infections, and I texted my mom, and she's like, you probably have a sinus infection, and I'm like, I'm grown, why do I keep getting them? I feel like that's something I should have outgrown. I'm assuming I'd go to the US due to the amount of us there. Yeah, I know. Because I think there's 12 of us, right? And only 3 aren't from the US, right? Or maybe my numbers are way off. I don't know. I think I've never not been sick when on the server. Yeah, I've pretty much been sick nonstop for, like, a long time. I don't know. Unless y'all, yeah, and in case, I do want to go to Canada sometime, actually. I would love to visit there. I used to have a friend, when I was in, like, middle school who lived in Canada, and she would always be like, why don't you just, like, come visit me? And I'm like, because we're 12 and I don't have a passport, but I love the thinking. Yeah, I haven't talked to her in a while. I don't know, because I grew up on, like, Stan Instagram, like, not Twitter or anything like that. I was an Instagram My Chemical Romance fangirl, okay? That's where I started. Okay, that's where my internet history begins, is my My Chemical Romance fan account that I had when I was in middle school / elementary school. I bought my first My Chemical Romance t-shirt when I was in 4th or 5th grade, and I had it until a few years ago, and a Sleeping with Sirens shirt, but I lost them. I finally lost them, and the material, like, completely disintegrated. Like, it was a really old shirt, and it kind of just rotted away. And it wasn't, like, the best quality, and I wore the heck out of it because it was so comfy. Like, I wore it at least twice a week. So, yeah, she fell apart. And also, it like, got put through some bad conditions in my childhood home. So, rest in peace to that shirt. I loved it very much. Unless I want to, okay, visit the restaurant, like, create a Hawaiian pizza. I can't speak. Created Hawaiian pizza. I hate Hawaiian pizza. I've actually never had Hawaiian pizza. I would try it, though. I like pineapple. I actually have pineapple popsicles in the freezer, and that's what I've been eating while I've been sick. I know I was literally saying earlier how I've been, like, trying to be more healthy lately. Literally all I've eaten this week, I had popcorn and ice cream for dinner, like, 3 days this week, because I didn't have the energy to cook anything because I didn't feel good. So I would have like a small bowl of ice cream because it felt nice on my throat because it was cold, and I would then eat popcorn and then be confused why it hurt my throat as if it wasn't like literally scratching my throat and my mouth. I don't know. I love pineapple, love pizza, hate Hawaiian pizza. That's valid. I can't give an opinion directly because I've never had it, but I don't feel like it's something I would like because I don't like sweet pizza. Like even if like my pizza sauce is too sweet, I'm like not a fan, not a fan. There's this restaurant that we eat at a lot around here because they've got really good gluten-free options, and I don't get sick from eating there, so we go there pretty often. And their marinara sauce is very sweet. So my boyfriend loves getting their pizza, and he's always like, "Hey, do you wanna like order out tonight and like get their pizza?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, we can do that. That's fine." And then I just like give him most of my pizza because I low-key don't like it, and then I'll just have like a snack later. But I feel bad because like his favorite pizza place we can't like I don't eat at anymore because it kept making me sick because it wasn't properly gluten-free. Like they offered a gluten-free crust, but it was like all shared stuff, and I'm like, sure, I'll risk it. If it makes me sick, then I won't get it again. And it made me sick to my stomach, and so we don't eat there anymore because for some, like he refuses to eat foods that I like in front of me if I can't eat it, which is very sweet. But I also feel really bad because he'll be like, "Man, I'm really craving like some Wingstop," and I'm like, "Then get Wingstop." He's like, "No, because you can't eat it." And I'm like, "It's fine. I can make something else or buy something else. Like it's not a big deal." But he's like helicopter boyfriend. I don't know, not like literally, but like just like when it comes to like my celiac stuff, it's very sweet. It's very sweet. Oh my gosh. Holy saplings. Let's go see how much bone meal I've got built up, bro. Stick, what's your favorite kind of pizza? I'm a very basic gal. I love me a good 4 cheese, but I honestly think Canadian bacon's low-key one of my favorite pizza toppings. Because we like to get the Trader Joe's like gluten-free pizza dough and make pizza with it. And we put pepperoni and Canadian bacon on it one day. Oh my gosh, literally like the best pizza I've ever had. And then I used the rest of the pack of the Canadian bacon just as like snacks because it just tastes exactly like Lunchables ham. Monsters nearby. Are they in my walls again? I'm gonna be so mad if the monsters are in my walls again. Are you for real? Are you for real? Bro, actually get out of here. I didn't know I had to put a torch on my ceiling, on my roof. That is actually annoying. Whatever. Let's just go downstairs. Canadian bacon, it's just ham. Canadian bacon is literally just ham. The cast of the musical did one of those candy salad bowl things, and this absolute queen brought Skittles because he's fruity. I love that. Carpet it, not torch. That sounds like too much work. Whatever. I like Meat Lovers super basic. Meat Lovers is fire, but Red Meat and I, not always best friends, so Meat Lovers isn't always my favorite go-to, but I'm also literally lactose intolerant, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Honestly, basically everything makes me sick to my stomach, so does it even matter what I eat anymore? But yeah, Canadian bacon, I don't know why they call it that. I'm pretty sure it's quite literally just ham, because Canadian bacon, at least like the kind that I like to buy when I make pizza at home, it literally just tastes like Lunchables ham. I don't know. Pea meal bacon? Pea meal bacon? Huh? I've never heard that term before. Sorry, that's me opening my Pepsi. I've got a wild cherry Pepsi today that I had with my dinner. We had frozen pizza for supper because I was feeling lazy. We did cook one day this week. We had, cherry. What did I do? Why are you yelling at me? What did I do? Snick, what did I do? I'm confused. Snick, hello? Are you there? Is your... Funny that the Americans call pea meal bacon Canadian bacon and we don't. Nah, you just mentioned cherry. I said cherry? What did I say about cherry? What? I'm confused. I'm confused. Wait, now I'm actually confused. What was I talking about? I don't know. I'm literally low-key in La La Land. Like I just yap for the sake of yapping. And I honestly everything I say in one ear out the other, and half of the time it never hits my brain. It never hits my brain. Oh, cherry Pepsi. Yes, you are right. I exclusively, not exclusively, but pretty much exclusively drink cherry sodas. sorry. I like cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi, cherry Coke Zero, cherry Pepsi Zero, and then I also like me a Dr. Pepper Zero, Sprite Zero, but I love me a cherry soda first and foremost. It's my jam. Fun fact, I'm called Cherry because of the water park song Cherry Red. I used to be called Cherry Red, but it was spelled like this. Which did not really work as like a content creation name because there's just no vowels, so it just doesn't work. But let's see. Hold on, let me go into free cam with this on quick. Okay, wait. Oh, it's because up here is not spawn proofed. Okay. I exclusively drink Snicker flavored pops. I saw an Instagram video of a cat named Snickers earlier, and it made me think of you, just so you know. It was a really, really cute cat. It was a Maine Coon. I want another cat so bad. I think Pearl would love another friend. Pearl has gotten so fat. I don't know why she's so fat. Like, it's not like we overfeed her or anything. And she gets plenty of exercise. Like, we play with her all the time, and she's always got the zoomies. I think she's just built like that. Not shaming. My name's Nick because it worked with Pick Mick. Fair enough. But yeah, it was because there's a song called Cherry Red by the band Water Parks, which was my favorite band for a very, very long time. Some stuff came out about the singer lately, though. I was very disappointed to hear about his past. Very sad because he's been like pretty like active about some certain stuff lately. But I haven't fully looked into it, so I've just like not been listening to them lately. Just because I don't want to like be supporting that, but I haven't like looked into it more to see like if he's spoken on it. Not that it excuses everything, but I don't really listen to them anymore. But I almost got a tattoo for them. Kind of glad I didn't, because apparently some controversy. But anyways, I named myself on social medias after that, and that was before I started to stream. And then I was in their Twitch chat one day, and they're like, oh, is that a reference to the water park song? I'm gonna play the water park song. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And they're like, just like so you know, like from streamer to streamer, I would like recommend coming up with a different name that's a little more catchy and easier to remember. Because like obviously, like when there's no vowels and it's just like spelled weird, like it's gonna be a little trickier to remember. And I am glad I changed it. I used to be Cherry's Cozy Corner, which I honestly wish I kept, but I think I changed it because that wasn't available on every platform, and Cherry's Crafty was, and that's why I went with this one, TBH. But that's why I'm named Cherry. Very fun, very fun. And honestly, I just feel like Cherry is such a basic name for, like, people to call themselves on the internet, but it just came about. And, like, I might have picked something else had I not named myself after that song. But now I don't even know what I would call myself other than Cherry. Like, it's to the point where I respond to Cherry in real life. One of my kids was pushing in chairs and, like, setting the tables one day. I kept saying cherry, like chair, E, like that. And I my head whipped around so fast when I heard them say cherry. I was like, why are you calling me that? I didn't say that, but I was like I just like whipped my head around, and then I'm like, oh, it's because it's a chair. Yep, I get it. My name came to me years before I started the channel during my first job working paper routes, thinking of names with 3 rhyming words that work for fans. That's funny. I like that. Snick, what would you call your fans? What would you call your fans? I've always like thought that was like kind of a funny idea, is like coming up with like fandom names. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know my logic. It's my name, and I can't think of any other name I'd respond to better. Snick, honestly, I don't know. It's just fitting for you. But yeah. Yeah. I literally have just been chopping trees down this whole time. I can't believe Snickers picks. Yeah, I don't know. I think Terrier's crafty flows pretty well though. I've been thinking lately, I don't know if I want to or not, but I've been thinking about changing my YouTube profile picture to something with my Minecraft skin, just because like I was doing more Sims content, but now I've pretty much fully shifted into Minecraft content, and I've been debating if I want to change my profile picture on YouTube at least to my Minecraft skin, just to like more clearly communicate that, hey, this is a Minecraft channel. But I don't know, because I like my avatar. I like my little profile picture avatar, but I don't know. I also feel like it'd be nice to have like some more clarity that this is Minecraft now, you know? Like I don't care if people who subscribe for the Sims stuff unsubscribe, like that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I honestly do wish that when I decided to shift to purely Minecraft, I would have just made a new channel, but I got recruited to Bello from this channel, and honestly I had really good steady growth for a while there because shorts content, you know? Shorts content, it's just easier for discoverability. But it's just not what I do anymore. It's just not what I enjoy creating. I do still enjoy like my like grow up with my sim kind of videos, and like the ones that like I actually have to come up with like a storyline to. Like they're really fun to make, but it's just not the creative direction I want to go with my content anymore. And I've been really enjoying these like simple, slow-paced Minecraft videos. Like I like how LD Shadow Lady used to do her videos. It's like, oh, in this episode we're going to do these 1 to 2 short things in this 11-minute video, and that's the video. I love that kind of pacing, and that's kind of what I've been focusing on lately. Like I'm really not worried about rushing through things and doing something big in every episode. Like I know that that's like some people's preference, but I love just like a slow paced, small little things here and there kind of thing. Bello and Clover have lowered my views, but I'm sure that's temporary and I enjoy it more. I'd rather less views, more enjoyment than making this work. My base, yes, that is Snick's gorgeous, beautiful base that I get to look at every day, and I love looking at it. Some beautiful, beautiful details. This is spoilers that I'm not supposed to show. I don't know. But there's Snick's beautiful base, and is the missing... You can still see the missing glass, can't you? Wait, let me get closer. No, you can't see it at all. The missing glass. I'm gonna fall into a hole. Oh my goodness. Can you see it now? Whatever. I don't know if it's there or not. I lit up this whole area, by the way, with torches because I'm scared of mobs. So, it's just a fun little fact. Because I'm, like, genuinely so scared of creepers. I literally, like, my heart was racing one day because there was a creeper, like, right over here while I was right over there. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. As if I'm not quite literally in full netherite armor with, like, the most goated sword ever, thanks to Hai. Because, for some reason, Hai keeps entrusting me with his tools. You know what? I've been good with them so far, okay? Knocking on wood. I don't care about spoilers. The vid's long past due its due date. Consider it punishment. Hey! You could be like Hai with 0 videos up on your channel. Man, calling shots at him and he's not even here. It doesn't even feel fair. Sorry, Hai. Even though you're not here. Creeper! Oh! Creeper! I can't scream it because my throat hurts. Still, I will probably start coughing and die. But... Yes. It's been far too long since you've tortured me with the sound of my own voice, loudly playing over and over into my headset. That's definitely what I miss the most about our playtime together, our time playing together on the server is, and my parodies playing back at me. You know, I think they'll be like, I died carrying Hai's expensive stuff. And you know what? I still... So I look over, and as I was singing that, 2 people stopped watching the stream. That's actually really funny timing. It's just because my singing voice is too beautiful. I don't know. I still got Star Spangled Banner by the Clover saved. Biggie actually posted a short of it too. So, and you guys made me show my roommates, and so we were all just sitting in the living room. My poor roommates were hearing me and Moon and Biggie sing the Star Spangled Banner. It was glorious. It was just wonderful. And I'm sure they enjoyed it tons and tons. I miss moments like that and like Donkey Dump Night. That was so much fun. It's been way too long since we've got to have something like that. So I can't wait till like the summer and everybody's like able to be more active so that we can have more moments like that. Cause that's like, I think honestly that's why I got so unmotivated for a while, is because I just missed like playing with everybody. But I've just been like doing like little things here and there to keep myself online and like coming up with fun ideas to make myself more motivated to play. And honestly, I've been like, I said this in the Discord the other day, but I think like taking it just slow and steady, minimal editing, like simple concepts per video, I think it's helped me stay a lot more like on track and motivated, because like I already have videos through like episode 9 done, well, episode 8 done, like scheduled, and then like episode 9 is recorded, just not edited. But it won't take me long to edit since I've been doing like minimal things per episode, you know. And I don't know, I've just been in a really like happy spot with my content lately. Like, again, like my content doesn't get very many views, it doesn't get much engagement, but I've been having so much fun making it that I really don't mind. And I've been streaming a lot more lately, which I also really enjoy, because it's like I don't have to do any editing. I can just sit here and yap, and people can choose to watch or not. And I don't even look at those numbers, because it's just a live stream. Like, I'm really not bothered. It's like YouTube streaming isn't like Twitch, where I feel like I just sit there and like look at the numbers. YouTube streaming is just like, it's just for fun. It's just like my audience can come see some behind the scenes stuff if they want. Let's see. Summer will save us for sure. I've had the same problem. Trying to play when no one has playtime is difficult. I know. I just feel so lonely sometimes. Consistency will help. Surely one day Clover will blow up. We gotta get to a season 2. I'm pretty confident we'll get to a season 2. Like, genuinely. I think like everybody's just kind of like busy in their lives, and that's like, you know, gonna happen, especially because like we're not full-time creators, so it's like it's not expected that we're all gonna have like crazy availability to like frequently upload and do huge crazy projects. Like, most of us are like, a lot of us are like either students or working full-time jobs, or like kids, families, like that kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's not saying that like, you know, big YouTubers don't have like kids and families and work to do, but like it's different when you like do this full time versus when this is just like your hobby, you know. I just don't know when we will stop. Once we all feel ready, surely. Yeah, I feel like this will probably last until like the end of the year at least, maybe, or until like, unless everybody gets bored of it before then. But like, I'm sure once everybody's like tired of building with their stuff and like is out of build ideas, and there's just like not as much like drive for this specific season and this like stuff, like I'm sure like eventually like we'll move on. And I honestly think it'll help get our spark back once we do round 2 of recruitment. So if anybody's watching this and you think you would love to join this server, this beautiful amazing server with me and my beautiful amazing friends, make sure you go to my link tree and you can join our Discord. And applications are hopefully opening up, I think, this month. Like, we're still trying to work it out since our schedules have been so busy, but everybody's schedules are clearing up a lot more here eventually, for like the summertime. So if you would love to be a Clover, if you're like a Minecraft creator and you want to join an SMP, please head to my bio, join our Discord, and keep an eye out for when applications open up, because we would love to have you. Super excited for round 2 of new members. Like, I think it's gonna really add a lot of like life back into this place for sure. Clover season 1 till 2030. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I will probably have children by then. If I still do YouTube by 2030 and I'm not doing it full time, oh my god. Oh, well, never mind. That's only 4 years. I don't know why in my head 2030s. I will not have children by 2030. I retract that statement. In my head, that was like 10 years from now. I forget that it's literally 2026. I was dating, because like we do like daily sheets for my kiddos, and I was putting the dates on them, and I wrote 2024 on one of them the other day. I don't know where my head's been at. Hot take, I don't want YouTube to become a job or full-time. 2030 used to sound so far, like 5 years ago. I know, I don't know where I'm at, bro. I mean, I honestly, like, I do want YouTube to become, like, a full-time thing, or, like, at least, like, enough that, like, I don't need to work another, like, full-time job, because I genuinely do enjoy, like, creating, like, so much, and, like, I love, like, making a video, and then while my video's, like, exporting and uploading, I love making the thumbnail, and it is genuinely so much fun. I hate editing, but I'm sure, like, I'll grow more fond of it over time, too, especially, like, you know, once it's more of, like, a career that's, like, actually, like, more of a career, or at least, like, a hobby that's, like, seeing results like I want it to, but, I don't know, I'm like, I really enjoy it. I would love to, and honestly, like, I love my job, but it's so hard to, like, still want to go to work every day. Not that, like, most people want to go to work every day, you know, like, you know, but it's just, like, especially, like, the thing about working with kids is that, like, parenting is a lot different. Not to be like, oh, kids these days, but, like, parenting is a lot different in the age of iPads and social media. And it's, like, just, like, even, like, I used to, like, last year I worked with 5-year-olds, and now I work with 3-year-olds. So, like, the kids I used to work with are 6 now, and the kids I work with now are 3. So there's, like, it's just a 3-year difference there, but, like, it's still, like, a huge difference in, like, behaviors. Obviously, they're different ages, too. But, like, just so many of my kids are super, like, explosive and have, like, big reactions and feelings to stuff, and I don't know. It's just really hard to, like, want to go to work every day when I know, like, oh, I'm probably gonna get beaten up by a 3-year-old today and have to have a long talk with mom and dad that's gonna go nowhere. Like, it really is just, like, hard to, like, feel drive for that still, but I genuinely don't know what else I could see myself doing if not YouTube or childcare, and I just don't love the idea of working in, like, a childcare field anymore. Maybe it's just that preschool and daycare is not for me, because I did prefer pre-K and kind of got unexpectedly thrown into preschool, which, like, might not sound that different, but there are so many, like, big differences between 3 and 5. Like, there really is. It was super far future, flying cars. I know. Now it's just a few years away. I just don't want to feel forced to post content. Like, I dislike your pressure to work on videos when I need a break, you know? I don't want to lose the joy I have. But also, I feel like when it is your job, like, and you have, like, a dedicated fan base, there is more, like, almost, like, freedom there, because you're not as worried about being discovered as you are, like, making content that you think your fans will enjoy. And I think that if you just keep making the content you enjoy, you will attract the fan base that likes that content. And I feel like it wouldn't have to feel like a lot of pressure to keep putting out that content if your fan base truly likes the content that you make, and, like, they stick around for the content that you make in your personality. Like, I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. I honestly feel like the more I work towards this, the more motivated and more excited about it I get. Like, I genuinely really love doing YouTube. It's so much fun to me. But I also have wanted to do it since I was, like, really little. Like, I was watching my Minecraft Diaries, recording my own roleplays on my Pocket Edition on my iPod Touch, being like, I'm gonna be famous like Aphmau someday. And here I am, being a Minecraft YouTuber. Not famous, but I am, like, working on being a Minecraft YouTuber, and I literally love every minute of it. Even if I'm not famous and I don't really get views, I really don't care, you know? Because I'm having fun. But it would be even more fun if I could do this, like, full time, you know? But we can all dream, you know? I'll get there eventually if I keep working hard. Maybe it'll be one of those YouTube houses, all the clovers, one house, ages from 18 to however old the oldest clover is. It would be odd. I don't know. No offense, but I don't know about living with all the clovers. I love hanging out with you guys. I love being friends with you guys, but I really don't think I could live with all the clovers. That just sounds like a never-ending social battery drainer. Not that, like, you guys drain my social battery, but that many people in one house, I think I would just... And also, where are we gonna find a house with that many bedrooms? Oh my goodness. How much money do you think we have, Snick? My biggest inspiration is Joe Hill's. Not the biggest hermit, but he's a chill guy who's very creative in the way he works, and you can tell he loves it. Yeah, I get that. No, I mean, like, I'm not saying, like, I'd get sick of High really fast. Sometimes when High talks really fast, I just have no idea what he's saying because of his accent. So I just be like, oh, yeah, yeah. And meanwhile, like, all I hear is, like, super fast British, and I genuinely don't know what he says, and I try my best. If it seems like I missed a big piece of information, I'll be like, hold on, backtrack, what are we talking about? But sometimes I just, like, agree, because I get kind of lost. When I was, like, oh gosh, like, 13, I was obsessed with British accents, and, I was best friends with this, English boy, and my friend was also, like, my best friend also was best friends with, like, a different English boy. So we were always, like, talking in fake British accents to each other and using, like, British slang. And I was watching Skins, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna transfer to the UK for college, and I'm gonna go study abroad. And now I'm like, I literally live 3 hours away, and I was driving home every weekend to see my boyfriend. I would have never made it studying abroad. Like, that would have never worked, but it could have been fun in another life, you know? But I'm not even in school anymore. I've thought about going back, but I'm in, like, a really unsure place right now just because I don't know, like, what I want to do with my career path. Like, I really don't want to keep pouring money into a degree that I don't know if I'm going to use, but I do want to, like, get my degree of some sort. I just don't know what yet. So I'm kind of just rolling along. I don't hear much of an accent. It must be my Canadianness. You don't hear a British accent in High? I don't think being Canadian exempts you from hearing British accents. If you said that you don't hear an accent in me, I would get that, because you don't have much of an accent, except for, like, certain words, like, the Canadian comes out, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. I also just, like, have, like, I have really slow, like, auditory processing, so sometimes, like, I will have an entire conversation, and I'll say, what? And the second I say what, then it all starts coming back to me, and then I just have to listen to somebody repeat everything. I don't know. It's crazy how you can have best friends, like, across the world nowadays. Future is scary. I love it, though, because that's, like, all of my best friends. Like, I don't know, it's fun. I hear a British accent. It's not strong. I don't hear an accent from Americans, and barely hear accents from Brits. I don't know, I just, I really think it is just, like, my auditory processing that makes it hard, because it's not, like, it's, like, super hard to understand what he's saying. It's just, like, when he's talking super fast, and has a British accent, and he's, like, using words that, like, are words in British English but aren't words in, like, American English, or, like, don't mean the same thing. I was like, hold on. Let's slow down so I know what we're talking about too, because I'm a little lost. I do that too. Yeah, my brain, it's kind of like I think too fast and also too slow. You know, it's like my handwriting is really bad because my brain thinks faster than my hand can write. So, like, all my assignments I would submit in school, it was, like, just trash handwriting. But even when I do try to write slow, it's still not good. I just don't have good handwriting, and that is a fact that I am, like, okay with accepting, you know? They will say something, I'll be like, what? And they will say the first word of what I said and respond. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like, I'll have an entire conversation go, what? Oh, yeah, so, like, and I'm like, sorry, I'm just a little slow with that kind of, like, processing stuff. Just, like, gotta give me a minute. I have been live for almost 2 hours, and I've literally just been yapping my little heart out, and I'm honestly having a great time. It has been a very long time. I'm just noticing, like, I have it on Quake Pro, and you can really tell when I take screenshots how, like, zoomed out everything is. It's kind of funny. It's 1 a.m. lol. It's 12:05 here. As if my brain needed that extra second. The what is just a buffer. I know, because it's like, you can't just, like, stare at them and say nothing while you think of it. Even though, like, some people do get annoyed when you say what a million times. Genuinely, I feel like every time I have a conversation, IRL, I'm like face-to-face conversation, I always say what, like, every single time without fail, every time I have a conversation. Even though, like, it just takes me, just, like, give me an extra 30 seconds and I will be perfectly fine. But I just need to fill that space with something while I think about it, you know? Yeah. You're picking up what I'm putting down, right, Snick? You're streaming for so long and having so much fun, because I'm here, of course. Yeah, actually, like, genuinely, Yeah, I'm a treasure. Yeah, like, I mean, like, streaming is a lot more fun when there is somebody in your chat to bounce, like, convo off of. Like, if you're just sitting here talking to yourself, like, I can only talk, trust me, I can yap and yap and yap, but I can only bounce ideas off of my own brain for so long, with, like, endless conversation before I'm just like, okay, what else can I really say? But when you have somebody in the chat, like, to bounce things off of, especially a snake, yes, because we have wonderful conversations. Like, we can just chat for, like, hours on end, like, just as it is. So, when I have a snake in my chat, it makes it a lot easier to yap and yap and yap. Urgh, I have to build up to get that. I don't like to do this. That's the thing, is I hate chopping cherry trees, because why do we grow like this? Why can't we just be simple like a birch tree? You know? But I decided to build everything pink. So this is something that I did to myself, and I can't be mad, because it was by my own will, because I decided to make everything pink and cutesy. Not that I couldn't do cutesy without pink, but it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. We talk when I'm sleep deprived, so I ramble even more. No, literally, like, oh my gosh. I took NyQuil at 11 p.m. Oh, hello, Mr. Tree. I took the NyQuil at 11 p.m. last night, and then had to get up at 5 something to get ready for work. I didn't get out of bed until almost 6, and my work started at 6:15, and I live about 5 to 10 minutes away, depending on traffic. I got to work at 6:20. Not that big of a deal, because it's just opening, and, like, the kids can't come in even for, like, until, like, 6:30 or so. So it's really just, like, to have a few extra minutes. Like, to come in at 6:15, just have, like, a few extra minutes to, like, get your life together before the kids start rolling in. But my kids don't even, like, my kids aren't there, like, right away. So I have, like, some time no matter what. But I literally was not alive for the first, like, 3 hours of my shift, because I was still, like, getting hit strong by that NyQuil. And then I had my boyfriend bring me some more cold medicine in the middle of my workday, because I was possibly staying until 6 p.m. and I'm like, if I'm gonna be here for 12 hours, I need me a little bit more medicine. Luckily though, I did not have to stay till 6. It worked out so that I got to go home earlier than that, but you know, but yeah, I was a zombie. And so when I decided today of all days, especially, to, like, not have too much caffeine, that did not work. I had to get more caffeine in me. I do have, like, an emergency Monster in my purse in case I really cannot make it through the day, but I'm scared to drink it, because last week I opened a Monster. It was a Strawberry Dreams Monster in the, like, skinnier cans. I think they were 12 ounces, and it tasted, I'm not exaggerating, it tasted like straight up spoiled milk. I genuinely don't know how you even possibly, like, feasibly achieve that kind of taste in an energy drink with no dairy in it. But it literally tasted like spoiled milk. I was, like, genuinely, like, I took a sip and I'm like, oh, is my breath just kicking or something? Even though I just brushed my teeth, but maybe my toothpaste and my Monster just aren't being buddies. Like, maybe it's just something I ate. So I drank my water tasted fine. I took a bite of a granola bar, the granola bar tasted fine. I took another sip of the Monster and it tasted like spoiled milk still. How do you manage to get a Monster energy drink that tastes like spoiled milk? In any way. Like, I genuinely have no clue what happened there, but this, because I buy them in, like, the 4-packs, and so the other one that I have, my emergency purse Monster, is from the same 4-pack, and so I'm too scared to drink it, because what if it also tastes like spoiled milk? It's like, the aftertaste after, like, a few minutes was, like, fine, but I don't know. I had to dump it out. I really want to meet at least one Clover IRL to say I'd at some point record a vlog for real one day. I would love to meet a couple of the Clovers. Like, honestly, I feel like Snick, you and me, or, like, me and Hi, or, like, you and Hi, or, like, you, me and Hi, I feel like could be a fun trio in real life. Just because, like, I feel like you and Hi are, like, the easiest people for me to, like, consistently bounce a conversation off of. No shade to the other Clovers, like, all besties, but, like, you know, some people are just, like, easier for me to talk to in all my awkwardness, and I feel like you and Hi just get me in my awkwardness. And Moon, I have good chats with Moon too. Emergency purse Monster. I need one of those. Yeah, I always have the essentials. I have a monster, I've got a nail file, and I've got snacks. What else could you need in your purse, you know? Let's see. Let's go down. You, and Hi. Me and Rue also bond over musicals, so she'd be fun too. Moon is fun. Honestly, all the Clovers are fun. Like, there's just, like, some people are easier for me to talk to, like, consistently than others, because I'm just such an awkward person, that I'm really bad at conversation. So, but no, we love all the Clovers. It's like my little Minecraft family, for real. Oh my gosh, look how many cherry logs I have in here. I can definitely go turn some of these into trapdoors. How many more trapdoors? Ugh! No! 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 Fix that, fix that, fix that. Okay. Okay, okay. We're good. That's a little bit better. Let's see. How many more trapdoors do I need? La 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 la. Okay. Okay. I'm not doing the math to get the exact amount. I'm just gonna make them. Like, I genuinely, like, don't have the brain power for math. I haven't taken a math class in almost 3 years. Like, who do you think I am? Using a calculator? You don't even know me. I think you and Hi would be the best for me to meet for me to meet IRL. All would be fabulous, but you two are like my server besties. Yeah. I agree. I mean, like I said earlier, you and Hi literally both have my, like, personal IRL Instagram, which it's really funny to me. So, like, I feel like, again, no shade to the other Clovers whatsoever. I don't want this to come across as, like, me being like, well, I'm a better friend with you than with them. Like, I hope it doesn't come across like that. I don't think it ever does come across how I think it does. I'm just so scared of offending people, like, and hurting somebody's feelings, even though, like, I know, like, it probably, like, doesn't matter to anybody. But, yeah, I just feel like, you and Hi are definitely, like, my server besties, for sure. Hi had a way too detailed conversation with me about what happens to him when he has dairy the other day. And it was while I was on stream, but my audio was messed up, so you couldn't hear what he was saying. Good times. We should go visit Hi. I'd love to go see the UK. Canada and the US are more similar than Canada and the US are more similar than us to the UK. So, like, you're saying, like, our countries are more similar than us to the UK? Is that what you mean? Oh, I hate lactose intolerance. It sucks. Hashtag lactose intolerant group. Are you lactose intolerant too? I'm lactose intolerant. I guess I don't know if I'm lactose intolerant or if I'm just, like, dairy intolerant, but I don't know. Usually I'm more lactose intolerant when I have, like, when I get gluten. And it doesn't bother me really unless I've had gluten, which obviously I, like, avoid. The UK would be more different than the US. Yeah. I agree. Snick, let me buy you a plane ticket. Let's go surprise Hi. I would love to see the UK though. Like, I genuinely, like, would. Oh, where's the zombie at? Oh, probably in this little. Yeah, there he is. I would love to see Canada too, though. Like, I think that would be super fun. I just want to travel. I've never been out of the country, and I would really love to sometime. Just, like, I don't have a passport. It's just never something I've needed. And so that, like, if I were to leave the country, obviously I'd need to go get one of those. Just appear outside his door one day and be like, "What's up, Hi? It's Cherry and Snick." So, show us around. Give us a tour of the entire UK. I'm joking, obviously. Unless. Just make Hi give us a tour of the entire country. Oh my gosh. I'm so ready to be done being sick. I'm tired of being sick. It's not fun. Ugh, I'm so tired also of having zombies in my ceiling. Ugh, whatever. Oh my gosh, this is, like, super windy. I guess I've been down some of here, haven't I? Because some of it's, got twitches in it. Maybe I haven't, I don't know. But, let's see. I got my trapdoors. Let's see, what else do I need? I need cherry shelves. I'm not doing all that right now. To be fair, if you visit Canada, we all go to the Newfoundland or somewhere over there because my city is just a poor Detroit. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in one of the biggest cities in my state, but I live in a nothing burger state. I live in a state where there's literally never anything going on. Except there's a place where Steve Aoki comes and throws cake at people a lot. I don't know what that's about. But that's a thing that I heard a lot about when I lived on campus in the dorms. People were always like, come pull up to this place and you might get a cake thrown at you by Steve Aoki. And I'm like, that's actually a nightmare for me. I pretty much live in America with Canadian laws. Yeah. I guess. I just live in America with American laws. Cherry stairs, 2 stacks. Let's go do that next. I don't know. What do we need cherry stairs for? Pause. I might not actually need those. That might, like, genuinely be a part of the build that I don't even need. That might just be from... Ooh, lag. Give her a second. That might genuinely just be from, like, this. American laws scare me. Is that meant to say LOL weapon laws specifically? Does that mean to say... no, that's not mean to say. No offense taken. I'm gonna bite my tongue because, we're not really supposed to discuss politics, but I could say a lot. Me and Hi had a chat about this the other day. And I remember when we were doing Manhunt, Yumi, Hi, and Moon kind of talked about this a little bit. But I guess, yeah, I do need to make those stairs, so I'll just go make a bunch. Nope, no politics, yeah. We're not gonna get into politics, but, you know, we can talk about that another time, off camera. But, let's see. Make this guy and go like so. La 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 la. Bam bam. It's obvious where I stand, but no politics spoken. I would hope it's obvious where I stand. I hope I give off the energy that I want to give off, but again, we're not going to talk about it. Not on stream, not in videos. I mean, you know, private conversations, sure, but ally, talk, Valentina. Ally. Sorry, that's all I think of when I see the word ally. Without fail. La 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 la. There we go. We smarter than that. I broke it. I got too many stairs made. I'll just throw them right here. That should be good. And I can throw these in. Look how many sticks I have! Holy guacamole! I think I need to make a chest just for sticks, honestly. Here, there's nothing in this chest. Perfect. This is my stick chest. I can trade... I'm gonna go steal sticks villagers and trade my sticks with them. SMRT. Supermarket. What was that you were talking about? Superstore? SMRT. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. I don't do well with abbreviations. Okay, so I got the stairs. let me hold on. I have a million pens, but most of them are like completely dried out, so most of them don't work. Also, is anybody else here? It says I have 3 viewers, but I'm only seeing Snick in the chat. Is anybody else here? How's everybody doing? How's life? Let me hear ya. Okay, 3 stacks plus 1 cherry trapdoor. Did I get that? No. Let me grab that and put that in there at 5 viewers. Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good Friday night. We are just doing some clovercraft, getting materials together, and I'm trying to find a pen that works. I have so many pens in my pen drawer in my desk, and none of them work for some reason. I think I took all my good ones to work. Which is funny because if I could probably just ask the front desk to buy more pens, but instead I just bring my pens from home because I'm scared that they'll say no. Cherry trapdoor, I got those. Cherry stairs, we got those. Perch planks. You get the reference. They are smart. They spell it smart. It's a reference from Simpsons. I've never watched The Simpsons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I need... Ugh. Homer chants he is smart and smells it smart. I see. I did really like the Simpsons Tapped Out game. That one with, like, the donuts and stuff. That's not on the App Store anymore, though. I need some cherry doors, so I'm just gonna throw those in there. I haven't either, just reference from clips. I see. Before TikTok's times. Alright, I think I'm probably gonna end stream because I'm getting a little sleepy, but Snick, whenever you have the chance to get on for one of our good old classic chats, can't wait to talk to you online again. And thank you for everybody who tuned in for the stream. It was a little bit of a longer one than usual, which was really fun, and I can't wait to get back into more streaming. Make sure you check back at my channel. No, I'm just making it worse. Okay. Make sure you keep checking back every Saturday for a new episode of Clovercraft. Thank you all so much for everybody who watched, and I hope you have a great night. Good weekend. Bye!